So I'm your host Black, and you're watching Black You Wild. Today we're doing 2 days inside this abandoned tunnel. Today we're in the Gavilan area of Riverside County, home to lots of different mines. And we're going to stop by and check out this one that's close by and then head to our real location. Beautiful area, amazing rock formations. So let's check it out. Oh man, there's one down there. Let's go that way. Tucked into the Gavilan Hills, west of Perris, lies the Pinacate Mining District, a scattered network of gold working that trace back to the 1850s. Before it had a name on any map, Mexican prospectors were already panning these washes, working the placer gold by hand. Then, in the 1870s, came the discovery that changed everything: a rich quartz vein that launched a wave of shafts and tunnels across these hills. You can still see it on the walls, the pick marks, row after row, carved by hand, one strike at a time. They didn't have very many machines back then, just men, candlelight, and hard work. They followed the quartz vein like a vein of blood through the stone, chasing the gold that was trapped inside. Some of this rock is still nearly white where the quartz run through it. Other sides dark with iron stainings. This is just the first mine that we're going to explore. Our ultimate goal is to find the Steele's mine, which is a little lesser known mine. I have the general location of where it's at, but I don't have the actual pin. So hopefully we can find it, but if not, it'll be some great exploration. We're going to set up our equipment here, our tent, our sleeping bag, and our cot. And we're going to do 48 hours in this cave/tunnel. We're going to do some exploring first, check out the surrounding area, and then get our tent and equipment set up. Santa Rosa, Good Hope, and out here, somewhere in this maze of rock and brushes, the Steele's mine, one of the district's lesser known workings. Its history thinner, its tunnels harder to find. They also call it the top of the world mine. Some of the old records list it as La Plamo, others the Victor mine. But out here, most people just know it as Steele's mine. Different names, but same forgotten shaft cut into these granite hills. Chasing gold and silver back then, when this whole stretch of the Gavilan Hills was still the wild frontier. Not too sure if this is the right spot for this trail or for this mine, but it's supposed to be bigger than the one that we're going to be staying at later. But I literally have no idea. So we're kind of just exploring. Someone gave me a pin, but I'm not sure if it was the actual location or just the general location. But it does not look like the kind of rock that a mine would be in. It looks pretty loose and no luck so far, but we'll keep exploring. It's kind of a trail here, but again, I don't see any material that looks like it would be a mine. I just would expect to see a more worn trail than what I'm seeing now. But who knows? Could be over here. There is a trail right here. This does look promising. I just hate leaving my car back there in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's so many options that it could be. Couldn't find it in this direction. So I'm gonna head back to where I parked and try another little mountain. One last shot. So we tried to find the bigger mine, one kind of off the beaten path to camp in, but I just can't find it. Get set up at the other location that we found. Get our bed and our little tent set up. I don't necessarily need a tent, but I want it just as an extra barrier in case a mountain lion or some coyotes come in. I have time to gather myself. Then we'll chill for a bit, and then I'll make some dinner and maybe do a quick little night hike. So I might hike that way and see what's down there, but I'm gonna peek here really fast. I'm gonna give it about 30 more. Let's take a peek down here really fast. And cap a big bone. It's pretty big and it's fairly recent. Still a little bit of fur and some meat on this thing. Something got it. Oh no, not a cow. Maybe a horse? That neck looks interesting. I don't know. The funny part is, while I was out here chasing history underground, something rarer than gold was fluttering right past me the entire time. These hills aren't just old mining ground. They're one of the last strongholds in Southern California for the Quino Checkerspot butterfly, an endangered species now found in only a handful of places on this earth. Man, you could hike here all year long, and there's a sign right here. And you would never do all these trails. So this whole area is public land. It's ran by BLM, the Bureau of Land Management. It basically means this whole stretch is open to anyone, hikers, hunters, whoever wants to make the trek out here. Very few fences or gates. The miners packed up decades ago and left it all behind. Now it's just sitting here waiting for someone to come out and explore it. It's always a bit exciting / a tad bit scary being able to get out here and hike by yourself, and you never know what's around the corner or if you're going to get stranded or anything. It makes it pretty exciting. Got an old car right here. Let's go check out that car. Make sure nobody's inside. Whoa. I don't see anything. I don't see any blood or anything. All right, so I'm gonna head back. I couldn't find the other mine or the other mines. We'll hike back, rehydrate, do a little bit of off-roading, and maybe try to find it in the car, and then we'll get set up for tonight's adventure, which will definitely be an adventure. If you don't want to miss part 2, 24 hours underground starting tonight, make sure you're subscribed because this is about to get real interesting.